allow them to follow along while you are on top of the roof. With those live links, those pictures will update in real time. So I will go ahead and get my screen shared with you here so we can get going and start following along. So we'll kind of start over here. If you are going to be doing inspections, taking photos with the, with the CompanyCam application, what we'll do first is we'll hop into that client's project. If you need to create a new one, obviously go through your steps here, click that create project, fill this out, your address, name it, and then it'll prompt you to upload or take photos. So once we get in there, what we'll do, we'll find that project we're looking for. We'll click our sharing options up here in this top right corner, and what we'll do is just send them that project timeline. So this is going to text or email them a link, and we'll open one over here so you can kind of follow along to see how these work out. We'll share here, share our timeline link. And once we view these, it's going to pull in all of the photos that are in there. If it is a current project, if it's new, it's obviously going to be blank. So we'll allow this to catch up. There's a few thousand pictures in here, so we'll wait for them to kind of populate in here. So these are all taken on the 25th. These are all going to be organized chronologically. So if we are taking new photos in this project, we'll take some photos here. We'll just snap a couple. It's going to be same process. Just take your photos, do your edits, everything else. We'll wait for them to upload. And then all of your homeowner or potential client, what they're going to have to do is hit this refresh link. So once this pulls in, it's going to have all of our most recent photos in here. It's just going to be in a gallery view. They'll be able to sit here, filter through them, see what you are doing on the roof. And this is going to allow you to essentially interact with your customers without having, we're still respecting the whole social distancing. If there are pictures in the project that you still do not want them to see, if we take all of our pictures here on Wednesday, we do have an option here where you can go to actions and you can hide in the project timeline. So it's just going to, mark them, indicate them with a little eye in the corner that they are no longer able to see these photos. So if we go back here, March 25th, we took those out. It's going to take a big chunk of these photos out of here, pull them all out. And then if they're, they're okay, you still want to, it's the same process. You'll go back in and then you'll kind of see it skip those days here. So, March 27th, 23rd, going to take a lot of those out. If we want to reactivate them again, select your photos here, go back to actions, and then unhide in this project timeline. It'll make those visible to the clients so they can still see everything that you're doing. It's going to, like it said, help you with the inspections, the estimates. It'll all be there, and you'll still have the documentation, notes, edits, everything there. They'll just have that live link to the photos. Once you're done, completed with everything, same steps here, disable the timeline link. So to disable those links, what you're going to have to do is all online. So just hop into the browser here, companycam.com, sign in, find your project, disable that link. As long as it's active, they will have access to those photos. So, just make sure if it is, one-time thing, hopefully this blows over soon, that you either disable it, or if it's not a big deal, you can keep it open. And if you're doing service work at any point, they'll be able to, again, just open that link, follow along, see everything that you've been doing. So it's another easy way to share photos. Again, a bulk amount. You can see there's 4,172 pictures in here. We shared every single one of them. Just super quick, super easy. Since it is this link, and it will be text or emailed to them, whichever you decide. It's all gonna be there, easy to access. The second way that we can respect this time of social distancing is if there is work that needs to be done in the house, customers, potential clients, they have questions. What you can do here, if you click this, the share option, you can actually add a guest user. So what this is going to do is it's going to give them a browser link that they can open on their phone where they can actually upload pictures into your project, and they can include a couple notes. So if you add this guest user, you're just going to type in an email, and then it's going to prompt you to a page to give them permissions. So it's going to look something like this. You'll have your client's name, the guest's name, their email, phone number. So again, the text email, they'll set everything up there. You can give an expiration date, and then there's a message. So, if there's a certain project that they are having questions about, sorry, they can just hop in there and send you those photos. They can add notes to them as well, so you can see what's going on. And in those comment bubbles down here, we'll get to it in a second, it'll be highlighted orange, so you can kind of see, what they're talking about, and it'd be easy to answer as well. So allow this guest to view photos. So we'll save that here, and then what it'll do, I actually have one set up so it goes a little bit quicker. You kind of see here, it's going to say that your company is requesting photos for their house, their address, business, whatever it might be. You'll click on that link, and then you'll verify your email, but it'll open up to something like this. So they'll have an add photos option here, and if we want to scroll through here, you can see somebody's looks like following along here. We can add a note to this photo here. So we'll say hello back, and then it's in there, it's saved, documented. We can add our photos as well. So we'll click on that add photos link, and this is just going to pull up an option to upload from your camera roll, or it'd be the homeowner's camera roll at this point. So take photo, go from your photo library. So if we want to go through here, we have some existing ones on here. We'll upload some pictures out of my. We'll click done here. Well, looks like it's not following along, but you will have your photos that you can upload, and then again, those will be stored back here. Refresh, follow along, and you can see the notes and everything else that are on there. So it looks like Jeff was the one that was taking some pictures and commenting. So if we do click here, you can kind of see this is the guest user. They were able to see the picture, comment, and you can have your notes and everything that if they have specific questions along those lines. So again, another way that you can interact and get the photos that you need from inside a house, still be able to do your estimates and everything without having to come in contact with that homeowner, and still respect this time of social distancing. It's a weird time in kind of everybody's lives, but again, those are the two ways that we kind of wanted to cover that are still going to allow you to do your jobs effectively, still get all the information to the homeowners that you need, and even be able to receive photos from inside the house or inside a business. Again, if you have any questions here, if I did go a little too fast, Michael is there to answer some. I will give you my contact information here. So let me edit some notes real quick, and I'll put my email address on here.
Yeah, Shane, I'll just jump in real quick. 2 questions here for you, maybe just to answer for everyone watching. First one is, do I have to download CompanyCam to see the timeline?
No, so it is a good question. Everything that you do share from CompanyCam, whether it is this timeline link, an individual photo, a gallery, a PDF report, those are just all unique URLs that anybody without the application is able to click in and view everything that you've done, your edits and everything else. So anything that goes on the photo will be shared there as well. So they'll have that information, and then videos will also be included in those timelines. I forgot to put that in the presentation. So if you are walking around, if you do take some videos through the mobile application, if we hop into this CompanyCam HQ, the videos down here in the bottom. So you do have the option to record up to 20 seconds, and it's going to include those chronologically as well with the photos. It'll just be indicated, with your video instead.
And then final question here, kind of along the same lines, do guest users need to download CompanyCam app in order to add photos to the project?
They do not. It's all done through the web browser. If you do go through, iPhone or Android, it's going to open it up in Safari. If it is an iPhone, you got your Safari. If it's any other phone, it's just going to open up the default browser, and then you'll kind of see a link here. Well, if I go to the text, the one that it sends when you request the photos, you want them to be a guest user, it'll send them to, it'll send a unique URL to that project. You'll see White Castle Roofing is requesting photos for CompanyCam HQ at a certain address. They'll click on that link there, and it'll just open it up in a browser, and then they'll have that option here, just to add those photos. Again, you can take the photos, you can add them from your camera roll. It just makes it easy to get, what you need from the person, whether it is inside a house, if it saves you a trip, it could be outside. there's just a lot of different ways you can utilize it there. So it's, anything else, Michael?
Nope, those are the only 2 questions right now.
Only 2? Okay. And there will be a recording of this webinar in case that, there's people that did show up a little late or missed it. You won't miss the whole thing. So we'll send out to everybody. If you have any questions, anything here, just shoot me over an email, shane.penner@companycam.com. I'll get all your questions answered. Again, if the ones that Michael didn't get in there, if there's anything I can help out with, just send those over, and I'll reply the rest of the day, just to cover what was missed, if anything, or if there are further questions, I'll be able to answer those as well. So that is so those are the 2 features there that will help in this time of social distancing. Just again, easy to share, easy to communicate, easy to receive the photos. So that is everything that I have today. Again, like I said, we'll send out the email. Shoot me over one if you have any questions, and then have a good rest of the day, and enjoy your weekends. Is that all for you, Mike?
That's all of them. Good job, Shane.
All right, guys, everybody, take care.